Updates to our news may occur at any time throughout the day and night, and so we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel right here, which will see you getting a notification as soon as we post. This morning, Monday, the CCSA reports 11,784 new cases of COVID around the nation, along with 81 new deaths associated with the virus. And as we receive and broadcast those figures before anyone else, you heard them first on 103. Over the weekend 2-day period, the CCSA reported a total of 21,479 new cases of COVID around the nation and 242 deaths associated with the virus. Over 116,000 people under medical care, 3,464 in ICUs and 846 on ventilators, seeing the government on full alert and plans to close most businesses in the dark regions as of tomorrow, with the reminder that Chonburi, our own province, is amongst those listed. At least 2 private medical insurance companies who sold COVID-only insurance to policyholders announced that they were cancelling the policies. The good news is that Thailand's Office of the Insurance Commission forbade the move quickly. Water cannon, tear gas and amazingly the firing of rubber bullets were all used on Sunday against protesters in the capital. The mass rally, deemed illegal under the emergency regulations currently in effect, attempted to march on government buildings and burnt effigies of the Prime Minister. Thai media was awash with photographs and videos of stricken demonstrators, and medical facilities were set up to aid those injured. The demo, though, highlighted to all the plight of the Thai people right now, as new regulations and clampdowns on lifestyle and work will, without doubt, see millions without incomes. And we're reminded that any gathering for any purpose of more than 5 people is illegal currently, and any non-Thai should avoid any local demonstrations. Allegedly leaked correspondence between the Thai government and AstraZeneca manufacturer reveal an inadequacy for the state to hit its inoculation goals for the nation based on the manufacturer's now revised supply numbers. The government subsidised investment in Siam Bioscience and was supposed to see the plant expand and build adequate production lines for the drug here. The question now is, are they hitting their own targets? As we've been previously told, the allocation for Thailand itself was based on percentages of production, and if the number of vaccines now promised is lower than expected, that would indicate a slower than predicted production rate. Domestic flights to and from Bangkok and other red zones will be suspended from this Wednesday, according to the Civil Aviation Authority, with the exclusion of emergency flights and links to the sandbox locations. All planes that do fly will be restricted to 50% capacity, affording social distancing. Checkpoints are expected to be set up to prevent people living in dark red provinces from inter-provincial travel. Unlike previous attempts, it's thought that the checks will be thorough, consistent and 24/7, seeing those without good reason turned back to their homes. And provincial governors have been ordered to close venues and ban activities that could pose risk to COVID-19 spread. Meanwhile, at home and in our own region, the COVID count this morning, issued today, Monday, is 615 new cases. 175 in Banglamung, 117 in Chonburi, 201 in Sirachar and 40 in Satahip. With Chonburi added to the dark red high COVID listing of regions, a curfew goes into effect here from 9 in the evening until 4 in the morning, with police power of arrest for anyone out and about after 9, without documents to show that they're legally working, such as staff returning home from work shifts. That doesn't mean that you're on your way home at 9, it means you need to be indoors by 9. A full list of closures and conditions is expected to be confirmed by the Provincial Governor's Office and Mayor's Office today, and we'll bring you updates as we receive them. However, eateries of any kind will close for on-site dining as of Tuesday, and takeaway food only will be allowed, remembering that most have the provision for home delivery services. All businesses except for essential services such as pharmacies and hospitals will close from 9 in the evening, at the latest through to 4 in the morning, and public transport will stop during those hours too. The new stricter conditions, we're told, will run initially until the 2nd of August. Reality is that we can expect a longer period unless numbers dwindle. And a stay-at-home programme is also expected to be introduced, which will require all to remain in their homes during daylight times unless en route to and from work or out for essential travel. The province has been reeling from high COVID figures for weeks, often blamed on visitors from outside the province, but also on immigrant workers, some reportedly working here illegally, despite reports from border controls where arrests of illegals crossing into the country have revealed that they had promises of work in our own province. To date, no potential employer has been named and no reports of local investigations have been revealed. Sunday saw the city of Pattaya virtually empty, with streets vacant of traffic and only a few people out and about. From Tuesday, it will once again become a virtual ghost town, as most businesses are expected to shutter and close until August, leaving only supermarkets, convenience stores, food shops, pharmacies, phone shops, hospitals and takeaway outlets allowed to trade during daylight hours. And at least one large shopping mall has seen close to 40 stores closed due to visitors having been there and contracted the virus at some time. Staff at the weekend were full on, watching the few customers to ensure all wore masks and adhered to regulations. It's hoped, but it hasn't been confirmed yet, that as we entered the dark red listing, so this region will see its fair share of vaccines for the public, something that the Mayor's office has been fighting for months, receive discount on utilities given to those in other dark red zones, and that the unemployed will receive social help to the maximum of 7,500 baht, dependent on their taxed income, along with assistance for the self-employed and employers too, who've been promised aid in the capital and surrounding areas. For employers and companies, there's an urgent need for financial aid to avoid thousands folding. Saturday saw a commotion on Beach Road as protesters, in line with Sunday's protest in the capital, took the road en masse to demonstrate, in and on vehicles. Police read what was effectively the Riot Act, which informed them that the gatherings of more than 5 people is prohibited. However, the protest by the aptly named car mob continued, ending peacefully after a few hours, but saw many smashing rice pots at the King Taksin statue. That's a Thai tradition dating back to ancient wars, when generals and a future king ordered the destruction of all food prior to going to battle, to show soldiers that there was only one way to go, and that was forward, as there was nothing left behind to feed them if they stayed. And with the Met Office promising highs today of 32, dropping down to 27, and a very windy day with the chance of rain. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or program, like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.